I'm 72 years old. Heard about Dr. Jimerson at Fleet Feet while I was running. I have seen chiropractors for almost 40 years off and on, but now I've had a pinched nerve in my left arm for several years. Couldn't get rid of it, but made a comment at Fleet Feet one day about who should I see, and everyone, absolutely 100% of the people I talked with said Dr. Jimerson. So I said I'll give it a try. Came over here, met Dr. Jimerson. He worked on my arm, but he's not the normal chiropractor. He cracked no bones, nothing happened, and he gave me some exercises to do, and I went home and thought, gee whiz, I just wasted that time because nothing happened. Well, I did his exercises, and 2 days later, I'm pain-free, absolutely. I sleep 8 hours, 9 hours a day when I can, but was amazed. And the next time I came in, I just mentioned to him as I was leaving, I wish he could do something about my knees that hurt. I've started running, and they're just absolutely just killing me. And I've seen other doctors who wanted to do injections and whatnot. Nothing worked. So I came back in last week. Dr. Jimerson looked at my knees, twisted them around, said, it's not your knees that hurt, it's your ankles that don't work right. And so he twisted them around, and I kind of laughed and got up, and guess what? I ran 3 miles that night, best 3-mile run I've had in probably 3 or 4 years. Ran Wednesday night, another sub 30-minute 3 miles, and 5 miles Saturday. And I'm absolutely pain-free. I just am absolutely amazed at what he's done for me. And I'll certainly keep coming back and recommending him to everybody I've run into.